Turning our attention now to the ASX. Here's Matt Birney and Bulls and Bears with the latest public company views and interviews.
Welcome to Bulls and Bears, where we break down the latest ASX announcements from public companies that are doing interesting things. Today's Bulls and Bears report is brought to you by Ora Gold, ASX code OAU. I'm Matt Birney and I'm joined now on 6PR by the Managing Director of Ora Gold, Phillip Bruce. Hi, Phillip.
G'day, Matt. How's it going?
Very well, thanks. Well, with the gold price hovering close to $2,000 an ounce, plenty of ASX-listed companies are taking a second look at historic high-grade gold mines that were thought to have been mined out decades ago. Ora Gold has its foot on a big chunk of the Abbott's Greenstone Belt northwest of Meekatharra, where it's seeking to breathe new life into the project that is littered with old workings. Phillip, you've just put out some drill results at your Lydia prospect up there. What are some of the best numbers from that Lydia prospect?
This latest one came up with 7 metres at 116.8, 1 metre at 794, but we've also had 7 metres at 24.5 and 12 metres at 5.5. 5 metres at 7, all within the same zone we're currently drilling.
How big is the Lydia target area and how close to the surface is the mineralisation?
The target area is probably about 500 metres. We're currently drilling the centre part at about 120, 150 metres. Just been doing some shallow drilling, looking at picking up the supergene. It's about 80 metres wide in a dilation zone that we've interpreted there.
How deep is it?
Drilling so far is over 200 metres deep. Had an 80 metre at 1.9 from 80 metres deep in the middle of it. Looks like it's going to keep going down.
And where does it start from, roughly?
It's at surface, really. There's thin cover, sometimes next to nothing, but enough to stop the old timers. It is weathered down to about 80 metres.
Just to the east of Lydia, your Crown Prince deposit is also looking a bit interesting. What's the resource at Crown Prince now? What are your plans to get that into early production?
Total resource there, 479 to 3.6. There's a pit there that we're looking to develop, about 75 metres at 180,000 tonnes at 4.1. Did a scoping study on that. It's about 10 to 1 stripping ratios. The next step's to organise a toll treat arrangement with somebody local. There's quite a few plants. Some are quite obvious ones that are next door.
What is the initial modelled mine life there and how much do you expect to make in free cash over that initial period?
Total project is about 18 months. The mining itself, been a few campaigns to fit the toll treating. That'll probably take about 12 months. The idea is to take the top off and see how far we can go underground on that.
And what do you expect to make out of it in free cash over that initial period?
Phase 1 little open pit, that's about 20 million at $2,000 an ounce. You can add an extra 10 to 15 given the current gold price. The
old timers were mining gold there at 32 grams per tonne, so if you can get anywhere near that, you'll be going pretty well. Phillip Bruce from Ora Gold, thanks very much for joining me on 6PR. And just remember, Bulls and Bears is only here to give you information, not advice, which you should of course seek independently. I'm Matt Birney, thanks for listening to Bulls and Bears.
For more public company CEO interviews, go to the Money page at 6pr.com.au and click the Public Companies tab.